Hi again. This question, as well as the following 6 other questions, asks you about how changing snow conditions might affect how much you ride your snowmobile in the future. For example, this first question presents a range of the number of days each year that snow conditions would allow for snowmobiling. As you can see on the screen, 6 conditions are presented that range from a high of 150 days a year that snow conditions would allow for snowmobiling to a low of 25 days a year. We'd like you to indicate how these conditions might affect how much you snowmobile in Vermont. For each of the 6 conditions, you may indicate that the condition would decrease the number of days you ride by 100%. In other words, you would no longer snowmobile in Vermont, or 75%, or 50%, or 25%. Or that this condition would increase the number of days that you ride by 100%. In other words, you would double the number of days you ride in Vermont, or by 75%, 50%, or 25%. Or that the condition would not change the number of days you ride. Let's look at a hypothetical example of how to answer this question. The first of the 6 conditions says that there would be 150 days a year with adequate snow conditions to allow for snowmobiling. If you think this would increase the number of days you ride a year, you would indicate that this condition would increase your participation by either 25%, 50%, 75%, or 100%. Please use your best judgment about which of these answers would be most accurate for you. If you think this condition would decrease the number of days you ride, you would indicate that this would decrease your participation by 25%, 50%, 75%, or 100%. Please use your best judgment about which of these answers would be most accurate for you. If you think this condition would not change the number of days you ride, then you would indicate this. Please select only one response for each of the 6 conditions presented. The questions that follow this one use the same basic format, but address 6 different kinds of conditions that might affect how much you ride your snowmobile in Vermont.